Hey guys, can you believe that I spent over £500 in my food category? Like, how? I'm trying to figure it out myself, but I am hoping that by going through this budget with you, the budget recap, we'll be able to find out exactly why I spent so much money on food. Hey guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So I do have my trusted laptop here on my lap, and I will be walking you through my budget tracker where I have written down everything that had happened in the month of January 2022. If you are loving the template that I am using, you can buy it for yourself on my Etsy shop. I always leave the link to my shop in the description bar below. So let's get into today's video where I will be walking you through my January 2022 expenditures. So I'll start the screen record now and we'll start talking about how I spend my money. So when it comes to the income section, I've explained this many times. I don't share exactly my sources of income, but I do tell you how much I was expecting and how much I actually made. So I was expecting to work with 5,900. I ended up working with 7,931 and 79 pence, which is a difference of 2,031 pounds and 79 pence. So if we move over now to the savings and investments tab, so for me, I believe in paying myself first. So my savings and my investments are always the first things that you see in my budget trackers. So if we start with the savings challenges, I do, and I'm going to continue with this until the end of the year. I do have 3 savings challenges. I added 2 more which I don't track on my tracker. I track them offline, but I do have 3 savings challenges, and I have an app that does automatic savings for me, so I include that in here as well. And then I also do roundups as well. So for my Plum savings, so this is an app that I absolutely love, recommend. I have an affiliate link in the description bar below if you're interested in using it. I thought it was going to help me save at least £100. It helped me save £130 and 60 pence. 52-week challenge. For the month of January, I thought I would do £10, but I forgot that I'd actually started this challenge back in December. So I ended up putting £36 instead of the 10 that I had already done back in December. For the £1 savings challenge, £1 a day savings challenge, January had 31 days, so I was able to save £31 in the month of January. Then for my £5 a week savings challenge, that saw 4 weeks equals to £20. I was able to put that £20. For my roundup, so this I don't budget anything because it's just when I am rounding up all of my spending. So I was able to round up £17 and 8 pence in total. So I thought I was going to be saving at least £161 with my savings challenge, but I ended up saving 234 and 68 pence, which is 3% of my overall total of income that I received. Then for the month ahead, so again, I don't necessarily budget for this, but you will notice in my February budget recap and also my mid-month check-in, I will show you some of the changes that I've implemented in my budget moving forward. So for my month ahead, I actually was able to send 1,970 towards my month ahead for the month of February. So this is how much money I was able to send to pay for my January bills. If we go to my investment contributions, so for this one, I have my ISA, my pension and then general investment. I wanted to send £800. I sent £750, which is not too bad at all. So in total with my savings and investment, I thought I was going to send 961. I sent 2,954 and 68 pence. But if we remove the 1,970, you notice that I actually sent only 984 and 68 pence towards my savings and investing, because the money for month ahead stays in my account so I can use it to pay my February bills. So I just like to make that clear. Then if we move to my fixed expenses, here there isn't really anything that is different, so I really won't go into much detail with this. Everything that I had budgeted, I paid accordingly. I always budget more than the actual amount so that I always have a buffer. I will roll in buffer within my account, so this is why there isn't really a lot of interest here personally, I think. So this is why I'm not going to focus on this section, but everything, I was within budget with everything that I had planned, including my tithe and giving. So I thought I was going to send 2,754. I was able to send 2,580 and 18 pence, which is less than what I'd budgeted, which is always a good thing in my eyes. Extra money from various categories, I sent it to my 100 cash envelopes and my 52 cash envelopes as well. Now for the part that you've all been waiting for, which is variable expenditures, and this is where my food comes in. So food category. At home, I always budget 150 because the food that I buy and cook at home, I only spent 94 pounds. So I did about 5 trips to the shops and I was able to spend under 100 pounds. Restaurants, Lord help me. With restaurants, I think only one weekend in January I stayed at home. All of the other weekends I was out, literally. Every single weekend I was out there spending money, and I'm surprised this actually wasn't more, but I overspent in this category by 165 and 61 pence. Entertaining, so I had family over, friends over, and all of that. Again, I overspent here by a whooping 89 pounds and 84 pence. Like, I've got zero excuses whatsoever. My snacking, because of the many trips that I did, I was driving a lot as well. This is why I snacked. I noticed that as well, and I could have stopped, but I didn't. So again, zero excuse, only accountability here. I overspent, and that's the end of the matter. So I spent 503 pounds and 23 pence. That is a lot of money on food. No excuses. It happened. Again, I never spend what I don't have. So even though I spent this much, as you saw in my fixed expenses, I didn't spend that much anyway, so I still had money left over. Miscellaneous spending, again here, surprised myself, I didn't spend that much. I had 79 pounds and 67 pence still left to spend, which is shocking to me. Transportation, here I also overspent on fuel and parking, because this is not something I knew I was going to be driving a bit, but I didn't think I was going to be driving this much. So I ended up spending 184 pounds and 5 pence, which is 84 pounds and 5 pence over what I had budgeted. Again, I don't spend if I don't have it. So even stuff that I put on my credit card, I check my current account first. If there is money in there, then I'll go ahead and spend. So instead of spending 535 that I thought I would spend, I ended up spending 792 and 61 pence, and the majority of that went to food and transportation, but mainly food. Like, a girl gotta eat. So yeah, I again won't go through my sinking funds, because you should have seen my sinking funds video by now, where I went through in detail of every single category here, but I'll just tell you that I thought I was going to put 1,650 towards my sinking funds, but I ended up putting 1,604 and 32 pence. So because I follow a zero-based approach, everything balanced out. I thought I was going to work with 5,900. I ended up working with 7,931 and 79 pence. I know that this is a zero-based budget because I do have this little line here for myself where I see if there's any money left that I haven't allocated to any place whatsoever. So this is all I wanted to share. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it, and I was laughing as I was going through my numbers, because I was like, girl, like, you have no record of this food. You ate it and it's now in the sewers. That's what I'm gonna say. So it's kind of like I spend way too much money. So to make sure that does not happen, I'm actually doing a 25 pounds a week foods challenge. I started this on the 1st of February, and I'll continue this throughout the month. And if it's a success, or if I see better ways to do it, then I'll change, but otherwise I'll continue that until the end of the year. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you in my next one.